Good morning, children. Today we are going to learn the Unit 2 Cross the Wind on Haunted Hill. Section 3. Section 3. I think the section 3 is the ultimate scene of this story. Understand? Let us learn whether the children were fearless or fearful. Before moving on to learn the concept of the story, let us learn the meaning of the words. Listen. First words: creatures, beings, chattering, talking. Upright, stride, waving, moving hands, waving, moving hands. Simultaneously, we are going to learn the glossary. Section 3, glossary. Stumbled, lost one's balance, lost one's balance. This is laugh lightly. Huddled, crowded together, excitedly, feeling great eagerness, yeah. They had a great excitement. Understand? You know these words meaning, you all know these words meaning, children. Let us go to learn the theme of the section 3. It is the ultimate scene of the story. Listen carefully, dear. Section 3. Before moving on to learn the third section, let us recall what we learned in the previous class. Section 1. There was a small village close to the haunted hill. What is meant by haunted hill, children? In the hill there were many ghosts and evil spirits. So the hill was called as haunted hill. 3 children. In the small village, there were 3 children. Their names were Usha, Binya, and Suresh. Usha, Binya, and Suresh were spreading their wet clothes out in the sun. After spreading their wet clothes out in the sun, they used to keep the stones on each garments. Understand? And the next one, Usha was 11 or 12 years old girl. Suresh was her younger brother. Binya was slightly older was Usha. Understand? Slightly older was Usha. Binya was Usha's friend and neighbor. After spreading the clothes on the wall, they used to talk. While talking, what did they discuss? Listen carefully, children. Usha said that she had to go to the bazaar that day. Binya couldn't go with her because she had a responsibility to look after the cows and household works because Binya's mother was not feeling well. Suresh had to help his grandfather for chopping the wood, for cutting the wood. So Usha decided to go all alone in the bazaar on the day. She said that she was not afraid. Who said that? Usha said that. She said that she was not afraid of going to bazaar without anyone else. Even though she had heard about the ruined house on the haunted hill. Understand, children? His grandfather had said that 100 years ago, many years ago, 100 years ago, some English people lived in that house on the haunted hill, but the entire family was killed by the lightning during the violent storm. In the English family, there were 2 children. They were brother and sister. Understand? His grandfather had seen the 2 children many times playing in the moonlight late at night. His grandfather did not have a sense of fear on seeing the ghosts playing in the moonlight late at night. Let us continue to learn. Listen carefully, children. Finally, Usha went to the bazaar in the afternoon all alone. She bought soap, matches, spices, and a new pipe steam for grandfather's hookah. She also bought an exercise book for doing some for Suresh, some marbles for Suresh. Understand? No shops were at the village. Understand? So she bought those things. Then she visited her aunt Lakshmi in her flat apartment. Understand? Where she had 2 cups of sweet hot tea. After staying with her home at her aunt's apartment for an hour. After staying with her aunt at her apartment for an hour, Usha came back to the cobbler shop. She collected her mother's slipper from the cobbler, and she started her journey towards her village. And also in the bazaar, she was too interested to buy the necklace, children, by using her savings. Let us continue to recall the second section. Listen carefully, dears. It was a late evening. Soon it began to grow dark. The wind stopped. The trees were still. The leaves did not move. Usha hurried along the path. It was the month of March. It was a right season. It was an appropriate season for storming. A deep rumble was heard over the hills. She happened to hear the rumbling sound of the thunder. Soon it began to rain hard. Usha had no umbrella with her. She did not have an umbrella. So what did she do? She she tied an old scarf over her head. Understand, children? Holding her shopping bag to close her body, Usha hastened her steps. Usha walked fast towards her home. Night had fallen. There was a flash of lightning and a rumbling sound of the thunder. The wind blew hard. It rushed against her face. She was unable to open her eyes, so she decided to stay in the ruined building. Understand? She could not go anywhere in the darkness. So in the understand, she could not go anywhere. She found her way to the ruined building. Understand? She decided to stay in the ruined building. In the darkness, Usha's hand touched something soft and furry. On touching something soft and furry on her hand, she was crying. She started crying. At once she heard another cry, a snarling, and something leapt away in the darkness. There was a wild cat. Usha had often seen the cat in the ruined building. Understand? She knew that there was some shelter close to the fireplace. Understand? And she moved towards it. Understand? Usha guessed herself there was a sheltered place for her. Usha remembered her grandfather's story about the ghosts. Understand? On the time, Usha did not have a time to think about her grandfather's story, but she remembered the lightning. Thunder boomed over the hills. The lightning came quicker now. Suddenly there was a bigger flash. The entire ruin was lighted up by the lightning. Understand? Usha saw the strike of blue sizzling along the floor. And the next one, suddenly Usha happened to see the small figures crouching in the fireplace. The ghostly figures stared at Usha. Understand? Her mind was filled with the great fear. Understand, children? Let us continue to learn the third section. Listen carefully, dears. Section 3. Read this section carefully. Usha's heart was in her mouth. She had seen, without a shadow of a doubt, two ghostly creatures at the other side of the room, and she wasn't going to remain in that ruined building a minute longer. Listen carefully, children. First paragraph. Children, listen. You are asked to read this section carefully. It is the ultimate scene. Now we are going to learn the ultimate scene of the story. Listen carefully, children. Usha's mind was filled with the fear. Her heartbeat movement was very fast. Understand? Usha was very much frightened. Understand, children? Usha was very much frightened. Without any doubt, there was a ghostly creatures at the other side of the room. Understand? She happened to see the ghostly figures. Understand? When the lightning when the lightning was flashed. Understand? And the next one, she confirmed herself there were ghostly creatures at the other side of the room. She was not going to stay in the ruined building in no time at all. Understand? Who did not have an interest to stay in the ruined building in no time at all? Usha did not have any intention to stay in the ruined building in no time at all. It was a sheltered place for her. Understand? There was no way to go to home during the night because the weather would not give a great support for would not give a great support for her journey. Understand, children? But she happened to see the two ghostly figures under the other side of the room. She was too afraid to see the two ghostly figures. Let us continue. She ran out of her corner, ran towards the big gap in the wall through which she had entered. She was halfway across the open space when someone fell against her. She stumbled, got up, and again bumped into something. She gave a frightened scream. Someone else screamed, and then there was a shout, a boy's shout, and Usha instantly recognized the voice. Understood. Understand, children? Through the through the gap of the wall, she ran out of her corner from the ruined building through the gap of the wall which she had entered. When she crossed the halfway, she realized something or someone fell against her. She fell down and she got up again. Then she hit against something. She was crying out of fear. Who was crying out of fear? Usha was crying out of fear. Not only she heard that someone also cried there, but also she heard that there was a shouting of the boy. For an instant, in a no time at all, she understood herself that the voice of the person, there was Suresh, the voice. Suresh, Usha, Binya, it's me, it's us. Yeah, they were too happy. Understand? Usha realized that the voice of the person, there was a Suresh. Understand? There was Suresh and Usha and Binya. Understand? They were very happy to meet in the ruined house. Understand? During the night, they introduced among themselves, it's me, it's us. They fell into each other's arms, so surprised and relieved that all they could do was laugh and giggle and repeat each other's names. They embraced at each other, they hugged at each other, they were too surprised to see each other, they were laughing happily. Once again, they repeat their names each other. Understand, children? Then Usha said, I thought you were ghosts. Usha told them that she thought herself they were the ghosts. Suresh told Usha that they thought themselves Usha was a ghost. Understand? Come back under the roof, said Usha. Understand? Listen. There was Usha asked them to come back under the roof in the ruined building on the haunted hill. Understand? They huddled together in the corner, chattering excitedly. Understand? They were sitting together to talk with great excitement in the ruined building on the haunted hill. They huddled together in the corner, chattering excitedly. When it grew dark, we came looking for you, said Binya, and then the storm broke. Understand? Binya told that they were searching for Usha. They were searching for her after the darkness grew, after the night had fallen. Unexpectedly, there was a storm broke. Usha asked them, understand, Usha, shall we run back together? Asked Usha. I don't want to stay here any longer. Understand? Usha asked them. Understand? Usha asked them to run away from the ruined building. She did not like to stay for a long time here. Understand? We will have to wait, said Binya. The path has fallen away at one place. It won't be safe in the dark in all this rain. Binya compromised Usha. She asked her to stay in the ruined building because the path had fallen due to storm. It was not safe in the rain and darkness. Understand? It was not a right time to go to home. And the next one, listen. Then we may have to wait till morning, said Suresh. And I am feeling hungry. Suresh told that they might have to wait or stay till next day morning. He was hungry. Who was hungry? Suresh was hungry. The wind and rain continued. The wind and rain continued. And so and so and so did the thunder and lightning. But they were not afraid now. They gave each other warmth and confidence. Even the ruins did not seem so forbidding. Understand? Again there was a heavy wind and rain. They could they could see the bright lightning. They heard the sound of the rumbling sound of the thunder. In this time they were not afraid. They expressed their kindness each other. They were too confident. Now even their ruined building did not make them afraid. Now even though they were in the ruined building did not make them afraid. Understand the meaning, children? After an hour the rain stopped, and although the wind continued to blow, it was now taking the clouds away, so that the thunder grew more distant. Then the wind too moved on, and all was silent. Towards dawn, the whistling thrush began to sing. Its sweet broken notes flooded the rain-washed ruins with music. After an hour, there was no rain. No rain, but the wind was blowing. They heard the sound of the thunder from a distant place. After some time, there was no wind. There was a quiet silence because there was no rain and no wind. Again, they happened to hear the whistling thrush started singing, which indicated it was the time of dawn. It was the daybreak. Understand? The sweet music was filled with the rain building. The sweet music was filled with the ruin building. Whistling thrush, it was a small bird, children. The sweet music was filled with the ruin building that washed in full by the rain. Understand, children? And Usha suggested that they should go from the place. Let us continue. Let us go, said Usha. Come on, said Suresh. I am hungry. Usha suggested that they should go from the place. Understand? Suresh asked them to come on because he was hungry. He was a 8 years old boy, children. So they left from the ruined building. Listen carefully. As it grew lighter, they saw that the plum tree stood upright again, although it had lost all its blossoms. They stood outside the ruins on the brow of the hill, watching the sky grow pink. A light breeze had sprung up. It became bright, children. It was the morning time, it became bright. And they could see the plum tree which became straight, even though the plum tree lost all its blossoms. All its blossoms means all its flowers. Understand? They were standing outside of the ruined building. Understand, children? The plum tree was standing outside of the ruined building on the brow of the hill to watch the sky growing pink. Understand? They were standing outside of the ruined building. Who were standing? Binya, Suresh, Usha were standing outside of the destroyed building on the brow of the hill to watch the sky growing pink. Sky glowing pink. Understand? And the next one, there was a gentle breeze had risen. When they were some distance from the ruins, Usha looked back and said, "Can you see something there behind the wall? Can you see something there behind the wall? It's like a hand waving." Understand? They were standing in the some distance away from the ruined building. Usha asked them if they could see something behind the wall of the destroyed house, behind the wall of the ruined building. It just like a hand waving like a image. Understand? I can't see anything, said Suresh. Understand? Suresh replied that Suresh said that he could not see anything. And the next one, it understand it's just the top of the plum tree, said Binya. Understand? Binya asked him to see. Binya asked him to see just the top of the plum tree. Understand, children? They were on the path leading across the saddle of the hill. Goodbye, goodbye. Understand? It's just like a hand waving. Understand? It's just like a hand waving. Understand? They were walking along the path. They happened to hear that sound of goodbye, goodbye, which was said by the wind, voices of the wind. Who said goodbye? Asked Usha. Not I, said Suresh. Not I, said Binya. I heard someone calling. Understand? Who said goodbye? Usha asked them who had said goodbye. Suresh did not say goodbye. Binya did not say goodbye. But who had said goodbye? Usha heard that someone calling, which was only the sound of the wind. It's only the wind. Usha looked back at the ruins. The sun had come up and was touching the top of the walls. The leaves of the plum tree shone. The thrush sat there singing. Usha looked at the ruined building on the haunted hill. She could see that sun had risen and touched the top of the walls of the building. The leaves of the plum tree were shining in the bright sunlight without flaws. Understand? The whistling thrush started singing. Come on, understand, children? And the next one, come on, said Suresh. I am hungry. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Usha heard them calling, or was it just the wind? Understand? Listen, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Who said goodbye, goodbye? And the next one, come on. Suresh was hungry. Suresh asked them to come on. Understand? They happened to hear the sound of the word goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Usha heard them howling. Or it was just the wind. Understand? It was the sound of the wind. Do you all enjoy to learn the theme of the story, children? There were no ghosts. Understand? There were no ghosts. Even though they were the children, they were too brave to stay throughout the night on the haunted hill without elders' companion. Let us continue to learn the vocabulary part. Listen carefully, dears. Today we are going to learn the vocabulary part, singular and plural. Singular which indicates one thing, plural which indicates more than one thing. Understand, children? In the last class we learned rule 1 to 6. Today we are going to learn rule 7 to 12. Understand? Noun which ends um, dropping um to add a to form a plural form. Accurate, noun which ends dropping adding a. Datum, noun which ends dropping adding a. Delta. Understand? Stadia, dropping adding a to form a plural form. Understand? Eighth rule, noun which ends dropping to add a to form a plural form. Medium, accurate, data. Stadia. And the next one, ON, noun which ends ON, dropping ON, adding A, criteria, phenomena. Understand, children? Noun which ends ON, dropping ON, adding A to form a plural form. Criteria, phenomena. Understand? Next rule, these nouns has a center vowel. The center vowel should be crossed to add the double E. Tooth plural form teeth. Foot plural form feet. Goose plural form geese. Understand? These nouns have a center vowel. The center vowel O that should be removed to add the EE to form a plural form. Understand? And 10th rule, the noun ends with X. Dropping X, adding CES to the CES to form a plural form. Matrices, indexes, appendixes. Understand? Affix. And the next one affixes, and the next one vertex, dropping x, adding I, ces to form a plural form. These nouns ends with x. How to form a plural form? Dropping x, adding ces to form a plural forms. Understand? And 11th rule, listen carefully children. 11th rule, noun. Such a nouns don't have a plural form. Such a nouns don't have a singular form. Let us learn. These nouns, this noun which is produced with the sound as a singular, children. But the noun does not have a plural form. The noun does not have a plural form. Deer plural form, deer. Aircraft plural form, aircraft. Furniture plural form, furniture. Species plural form, species. But this noun which is produced with the sound as a plural, this noun does not have a singular form. Understand? Such a nouns don't have a singular form. Such a nouns don't have a plural form. Understand children? Yeah, this noun does not have a singular form. And means. This noun does not have a singular form. Means plural form, means. Calves plural form, calves. Innings plural form, innings. Cirrus plural form, cirrus. Pants plural form, pants. Trousers. And the next one, pants American English, trouser. American English, British English. Understand? Spectacles, noun form, spectacles. Spectacles plural form, spectacles. This noun does not have a singular form. Understand children? Pyjamas plural form, pyjamas. Understand? Spectacles plural form, spectacles. Scissors plural form, scissors. Pair of things, scissors plural form, scissors. Binoculars plural form, binoculars. Understand? Spectacles plural form, spectacles. Pants plural form, pants. And the next one, 12th rule children. Yeah, such a compound nouns are there. Such a nouns. Yeah, this noun also has a center vowel. Man plural form, man. Woman plural form, women. Child plural form, children. Child plural form, children. Understand children? Child plural form, children. Brother plural form also, brother and children. Brother plural form, brethren. Brothers also correct. As per grammatical rule, brother plural form, brethren. And man servant, how many words are there? The noun has a two. Understand? Understand? The noun has how many main nouns are there? Principal nouns, man also principal noun, servant also principal noun. Man plural form, men. Servant plural form, servants. Servant plural form, servants. Father-in-law is a compound noun. Father-in-law, fathers-in-law. Principal noun names we add the s to form a plural form. Father-in-law plural form, fathers-in-law. Mother-in-law plural form, mothers-in-law. Understand? Sister-in-law plural form, sisters-in-law. Cousin plural form, cousin. Understand children? And the next one, armchair plural form, armchairs. Stepmother plural form, stepmother. Understand? And the next one, these are called the compound nouns. Father-in-law, mother-in-law. Understand? Father-in-laws, mother-in-laws, brother-in-law, brothers-in-law. Do you all understand children? Thank you.